From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Well, the weather has been very active over the last several days, and really one of the great ways is to, of course, follow Weather NorCal. Watch the latest forecast that I update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday. Of course, typically, meteorologist Brian Wilson is in on the weekends, but he couldn't make it the last few weekends. But he should be back next weekend, so be sure to look out for that. But by the way, yes, of course, you can always keep up to date with what's going on with the weather from the Weather NorCal app. It's free, number one. But number two, if you have an iPhone or an Android, just go to the App Store, right? Search for Weather NorCal and download the app for free. Now, one of the things I always like to mention with the app is that everything that I offer on Weather NorCal is available right there from your phone. So be sure to check that out. It's a free app, and I think you're really going to like it. Here's the deal. We've got another round of heavy rain that arrives tonight. Now, we're going to be kind of seeing a bit of a break through midday, and then through the afternoon today, those showers will start to kind of increase and pick up in intensity. Now, we could see another break possibly on Tuesday, and really even through a good portion of Monday afternoon, and then possibly drier and warmer toward the end of next week, and really going into next weekend. We'll kind of highlight that a little bit more details in just a second here, but let's take a look at Futurecast. All right, let's get you through the day today. So you can see some of the rain kind of pushing off to the east. Now, as we go into the noon hour, we're really not seeing a lot of rain. Yes, some showers off to the east, fairly dry. I mean, you think a few passing sprinkles, but if you've got something you got to do outside, I think, you could probably have a good kind of a window in there to get some stuff done outside before this begins to arrive. You can see as we go into the late afternoon, early evening, now we're starting to see that heavier rain begin to kick on in, and it gets even heavier by the time we go into the overnight hours, 10, 11 o'clock at night. I mean, we are getting some heavy downpours in many parts of Northern California. We're also seeing very heavy snow, but above 6,000 feet. Again, keep in mind, the snow levels are still high at this point, and we're looking at snow levels above 6,000 feet. So heavy snow, this could create some chain requirements for some of those higher mountain passes east of I-5. So just be aware of that. Then you go, and by the way, too, there is also going to be the potential for some of that flooding, because there are a couple of things with this heavy rainfall. Number one, it's heavy rainfall, and we can see the creeks and streams and the rivers will probably start to swell up and get close to the flood stages. In some areas, even in the valley, okay? But on top of that, what is going to add to the runoff is rain on top of snow, especially below 5,000 feet. If you have snow on the ground below 5,000 feet, there's a very good chance, if it hasn't already melted, that more will melt with tonight's system, okay? And that is what's going to kind of create some problems, possibly with flooding. But as we go into Monday afternoon, what you'll start to see happen is we'll just be looking at some scattered showers out there. We're not looking at a ton of rain on Monday. And even looks like Tuesday, we're not going to see much rain as we go into Tuesday either. So we look at the forecast rain totals through Monday, in fact, through Tuesday morning. Yeah, we could see another inch to an inch and a half, and that, that's certainly not out of the question. And maybe even close to 2 inches, especially as you head down to the south, where we could see some of the heavier rainfall. I think more of the same here for the coast, although maybe not as much out towards Eureka, but more in Crescent City. And it looks like we're going to see more rain out of this system off to the north and east than we've seen with some of these past storms. But as we progress into time, going into next Wednesday, right, we're looking at the potential of upwards of 2 to even maybe 4 inches of rain. But I think 4 inches might be pushing it. But again, we're just not seeing as much off to the north and to the east. Winter weather, or should I say a winter storm warning, is in effect until tomorrow night. And again, you saw that heavy snow that we are going to see east of the valley, especially above 6,000 feet. That could create some travel delays, especially if you're going to go over some of those higher mountain passes. And you can still see, we're seeing a lot of snow. Futurecast picking up on some accumulating snow in Chester. I don't see that happening. If anything, maybe a rain-snow mix, but I don't anticipate any accumulating snow at that low of an elevation. That's 4,500 feet. You have to go above 6,000 feet before you start seeing any significant accumulating snow. The winds are still going to be gusty out there throughout the day today, so be prepared for gusty winds. probably just not as strong as they were yesterday. And going into Monday, the winds still a little breezy in some spots, but just not as bad. It looks like they're on the downward trend at this point. So off and on rain through next week. Again, that possible break on Tuesday, maybe more rain coming in on Wednesday, maybe a break on Thursday, more rain coming in on Friday, maybe even into the first part of Saturday as well. But I'm seeing a ridge of high pressure building in by next weekend. That would divert all of the storms off, and the rain that is associated with those storms, up and over that ridge of high pressure. And I'll kind of spell that out for you here. So through next week, we've got these storms coming through. That's what's going to give us some rain. You saw that on Futurecast, right? But now we're going to look at that ridge of high pressure. So through Friday, we're still looking at that potential, possibly. It depends on which forecast model you look at. If you're looking at the European forecast model, it would already have this ridge much stronger, and we would be looking at dry conditions on Friday. So I'm still calling for a slight chance for showers for the end of next week, but all forecast models agree that by this upcoming weekend, next weekend that is, we have a stronger ridge of high pressure, and again, that would keep all the rain off to our north, and we would remain dry. All right, so that's what it's looking like for now. Stay tuned if you have outdoor plans next weekend, because the forecast may change. Looking at your wave heights, we're looking at those wave heights probably dropping a little bit here, especially as we take you on into your Monday. Here's your marine forecast for today. South winds at 15 to 25 knots. There is that small craft advisory here for today, so just be aware of that. Here's your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. Off and on chances for rain pretty much through next week. Now, snow forecast, the snow levels forecast, basically between 5,000 and 6,000 feet across the board over all of Northern California. Let's take a look at your North Coast neighborhood forecast. Take you to the south. There you can see Rio Dell about 54 degrees for Garberville, and 53 in Shelter Cove. We take you up to the north, Crescent City, Smith River about 57. That's also the case for Klamath. 56 degrees out in Oric, Orleans 57, and Willow Creek a high of 57 degrees. Let's take you out to Siskiyou County, and there's your neighborhood forecast here. Those temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 40s, even some low 50s in there, even some mid 50s, just depending on where you are, although Ashland up to about 56, 54 for Hornbrook, 53 degrees for Happy Camp, and Doris a high of about 45 degrees. All right, here's your Modoc County neighborhood forecast. Your highs for your Sunday, probably somewhere in the mid 40s, give or take, for those daytime highs. Looking at your Eastern Mountains neighborhood forecast, those temperatures mid-40s. You can see about 46 degrees for Fall River Mills, Susanville about 47 degrees, and Paradise a high of 50. All right, here's a look at your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by Haas Farms. 57 degrees out in Orland, 56 for Elk Creek, 55 degrees for Durham, and 56 degrees in Oroville. We'll take you up north with a high of about 51 for Lakehead. And yes, Lakehead is on the map, and it has been on the map for quite some time. So for those of you who are asking on Facebook, please include Lakehead in the forecast. It has been included. But a lot of the maps that I may show may not have Lakehead included in there, and that's going to continue. I can't put every single town on a lot of these maps, but I can on this one, and I will, and I'll continue to do that. Let's take a look at your 7-day outlook for Redding. You've got off and on showers here. Now, here's what I'm expecting. Today, I'll be looking at through the morning hours, just some scattered showers. Through the afternoon, the rain will start to pick up in intensity, especially this evening and tonight. Heaviest rain on Monday will be in the early morning hours. By Monday afternoon, maybe some scattered showers. Maybe a break on Tuesday, more showers on Wednesday, and then maybe another chance for off and on showers here for Thursday. Is for Friday, and at this point, it looks like Saturday, Sunday of really next weekend is going to be our best chance for some drier and warmer weather.